Hey Miguel, I'm almost to the studio. Alright, is Elvie and Jesus there? Alright, I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
We were talking for a while about the lack of places for Latino artists at the time. I mean, a few existed, but the stuff that we wanted to do, as far as installation work, more work that challenges people, we wouldn't. Other places, typical places, wouldn't show us, so we decided to come together.
The three of us have known each other for quite a while, and at the time I think all three of us had been involved at the taller, and we started to feel the need to do something more. And each of us was pursuing different things, and then we would collaborate together, so out of us three collaborating together, what came out.
You say that a lot of spaces, tend to always define what art is. Like if you go to certain spaces in Chicago, they specifically only show a certain aesthetic or a certain type of genre of art. And they think that if you were to look at all the show that Bobo has had from just the last year, you can't really say that we represent or dominate one aesthetic.
This is here for emerging artists who want to experiment, do installation work. They're not limited at all to just 2D work or some commercial space, where they're limited in creativity. Here they can go crazy and alter, paint the walls or whatever, convert the space to its original, how it was originally. But they have.
But there's a specific alley which is behind the Nuevo Leon restaurant, which is 18th Street and Ashland Avenue. But there was this particular house, the backyard, that had this toy rat suspended from a tree, from a chain, and I always thought, wow, that's really bizarre. But also, it reminded me of growing up in Texas or in the border, that all these divisions or all these fences, between the States and Mexico. So I love the idea of working with a chain link fence. And in terms of the community, you know what, it took me a while to really get into just the aspect of being part of a community. Because I think when you're an American, and also when you go to school and you go to art school, you tend to be so, or you're taught to think individually. So when I got here and I met all these people, mostly from Mexico, it was a whole different mindset, man. It was like, you know what, let's do things in numbers. Let's do things in numbers because we'll have more power, more strength. And it was an education in itself. It was another school. It was a complete other school. But this time, it wasn't academic. It was like, it was very street. I don't know how, it's hard to explain it, but it was really rich and really, tenía mucho calor, ¿me entiendes? It sounds really obvious. I mean, when you break it down to like source material, but it really isn't. It's the magic comes from the looking, and then when you put it into a context in painting and drawing, it becomes its own thing.
I can't even say what really got me into it in the first place, but I think a lot of it was like just the culture. You know, as a kid, you're bombarded by all this stuff, and you know, we were into just like music, so we seen album covers and like the bottom of skateboards and all that kind of stuff, and that's what really got us interested in doing what we do. I guess, you know, a lot of inspiration from that. You know, the kind of counterculture, subculture type thing, and that's I think that's a lot what carries through our work now. You know, and
I think my slow work definitely came a lot from my studies at the Art Institute, and a lot of figurative painting, and a lot of the faster work comes from, like you said, skateboard graphics and punk rock records, t-shirts, and now for me, tattooing.
It's a really strong base, and I think that's what's really about living in this community, is that, you know, you have that foundation.
This is a painting I picked up at the old Maxwell Street. This is another painting that my friend Dean Ewing did, the hitchhiker, catching the rails. This is a shot of the corner here, the way it used to look, 96. Just the different things all over. This is Carlos. Cortez.
Yep.
He's a good friend of ours. This is one of his prints here. This is the way the building used to look when it was a barber shop. I was a printer at a place called Inkworks. It was on the corner. We helped have Harold Washington elected and different politicians that were there. We had some really good shows. Arturo Sandoval played different things. There's Rudy Lozano. And I was like 22. My rifle and the rounds I used to have. School, Francisco. The girl right there, a friend of ours named Patty.
Martinez.
Patty Martinez, right. 1835, it was just gonna sit there. It was already deteriorating and stuff. I just picked it up.